another game. This is his fifth game over 100 yards.
Mhm.
My question is, why is he not in talks for Heisman right now? Why do you think that is?
Because it's Michigan.
You think?
Yeah, Michigan always
Think
get
it's like Michigan versus everybody?
it's always Michigan versus everybody. You know that? You know that?
I ain't know that. That's
It's
new.
always
That's news to me.
It's always Michigan versus everybody.
Okay.
It's always.
Explain.
It doesn't matter who it is. It
Mhm.
could be MSU against everybody.
Mhm.
It could be Detroit Lions against everybody. There's
Mhm.
something about Michigan, period, that we always get the short end of the stick.
Mhm.
So
Let's look at these stats. So I pulled up top 10 in the Heisman running, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, you got quarterbacks in the top 3 spots. Speaking of which, you got John Mateer from Oklahoma, number 2. Doesn't make the loss look as bad when you got a Heisman candidate on there. But the only running back I saw in the top 10 was Ahmad Hardy out of Missouri. And when I go to compare their stats, he has 1 extra rushing touchdown and like 80 more rushing yards. So I feel like Justice Haynes can easily surpass that, as we progress throughout the year. At what point do you think he'll at least be mentioned in that conversation?
Well, if he can make something happen within the next two games, so maybe that'll push him over a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like this week there should at least be brewing that conversation.
Mhm.
They just played like Wisconsin, even though they were 2-2 going into this game, they were one of the top Russian defenses. Like they didn't let any team get, they held all 4 teams under like 200 yards total. And then Michigan comes out and boom, we almost, matched that 200 in one game. So they weren't necessarily slouches on the run defense, and he still did his thing.
Exactly.
So at some point, you got to start to look at, okay, I understand that Ahmad Hardy, he's doing his thing at Missouri. We got to start looking at who are you playing,
Yeah.
or who have you played thus far. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe that can be the talk after this USC game, like you said. But I feel like after this Wisconsin game, it's like, okay, can you start giving this dude a little bit more respect?
Breaking the 100-yard mark. He should
Every
be.
game.
Come on now. Come on
So,
now.
your defense. You think what do you think about Michigan's defense going forward? Obviously, they're a solid group. Are there any weaknesses that you're seeing where they need to tighten up?
Well, that first quarter has had me scared. Like, defense, what happened?
Mhm.
But it's one of them. You got to warm them up first, and then they like,
Mhm.
all right. Then they out. Then they start gelling more. They need to be like that right off the rip.
Right.
So, but man, they tight. You've been giving Michigan their defense on point since we've been discussing it. I'm the one who
Mhm.
was like, I don't know, man, but
Yeah.
they killing it. What do you think they can tighten up on, because they look good?
I agree with you. So as good as they look, you can't start out slow. They
Mhm.
were playing a third string quarterback with Wisconsin. There's no reason to let them go down the field and do what they did. You know what I'm saying? In that first half, like you're playing a third string quarterback. So that's not to take away what they did in this game, but I need you to do that, from kickoff on
Exactly.
through. I don't want you to go in the locker room and look at what you need to tighten up. Like, you guys know that you know how to play.
Mhm.
Do it from the first quarter forward. So that would be my only, opinion on it. But I feel like they have playoff caliber defense. We know the run game is there, so as long as the O-line is blocking, they should be good to go. And then you just let the quarterback continue to develop. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to make it deep in the college playoff this year.